Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Very active market right now, lots out there. So it's a good concern to have, but my only concern is hopefully I don't miss out on things because I'm watching one thing. I'll be tracking several, going to watch DLTR, I think out of the gates, but like I said, I think because market still got 15 minutes before it opens, so who knows what might change, but I will keep you updated. And I'm going to go ahead and get short here. Looking like this one wants to make a move to the downside. So got 1,500 shares at 95.96. So let's see if it wants to work its way down through that area. Tried to bounce and then failed, which was nice. There is the attempted break down through. Can it get through 95.80? There we go. Gonna lock in 500 now, put my stop loss in. And at this point, it's not a matter of if I make money, but rather how much money am I going to make, because I have no idea how far this thing is going to go down. So that's a great problem to have, right? To not know how much money you're going to make. Okay, move it down again. Again, I have no idea how much money I'm going to make, because I have no idea how far this thing is actually going to collapse. So there we are, $522 in, and it's 9:32, 2 minutes. So great setup. Let's see what else I can find. Okay, I have a 1,500 share order at 46.15 here on DKS. Got up as high as 46.12. Going to 46.25 now. Still wouldn't have been filled. You can see the high right there if you're not familiar with my screen, 46.13. But let's see if it can work its way up to 46.25. I was thinking about 46.05, and that would have clearly been the wiser place to have been. But good old hindsight. I'll keep an eye on it. Things have slowed down here a bit, so I want to make a quick little point, because one of the big questions I get quite commonly is, Clay, I know you offer this private community and there's a chat room. How exactly does all that work? And the crazy thing here is, I mean, you all saw me make the $500 in, I mean, honestly, what was it? Less than 2 minutes, right? I got filled, and that's the cool thing about the time. So I got filled at 9:30 and 41 seconds, and I was out at 9:32 and 14 seconds. So literally less than 2 minutes, and you saw that you saw that happen live. But the crazy thing is that I actually missed out on my own alert in the pre-market. So like I said, what do I mean by, well, there's another example, but so what I posted in the chat room before the market opened up was right here, DLTR, $97, looking like the key flush point as of now in pre-market. So that green line there represents, the $97 mark that, like I said, I posted this image right into the chat room so people could see the same thing. Like I said, I missed out on that, but to think that, members of the community, if they were at their computer or what have you, they could have gotten in at 97 on the short side, and I didn't get in until basically $1 later, right? Because I got in, my short was at 95.96, shorting the break of 96. So had they gotten in at 97, I mean, think about that. That's a whole $1 more than the move there. So that is, and I'm not sure if anybody did or not. So I'm not claiming that. I'm just saying that is how the chat room does work. Sometimes when I really like a setup, I'll throw up an image of it. And like I said, even though I missed the 97, that just shows kind of why I liked it so much, because there is still plenty of wiggle room to squeeze out nice money from it. So that's like I said, a real life example of how the chat room works and the alerts and all that sort of stuff. So because I get it. People can, you know, I can try to put, okay, yeah, there's a live chat room, and that only goes so far, but nothing better than, at least in my opinion, showing kind of some real life examples as they play out here. So DLTR, watching it right now, has pretty much just kind of gone into this range. I mean, a potential opportunity if it wants to break to the downside of the range. Not a huge fan of trying to play any sort of breakout because the context is so bearish right now. But I'm keeping an eye on that. It is now 10:15. Have not been paying that much attention to the markets. I mean, when you start off with $500 in 2 minutes, for me, I'm happy with that. I mean, my kind of slogan in the back of my mind always is $500 a day keeps the day job away. Try to get some on DKS as you saw, but that didn't quite work out. But I'll keep scanning. I have a podcast that I have to record. If you're not familiar, I also have a podcast, claytrader.com/podcast. I think that's the link. But point being, I have an interview I need to do at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So I still got about 45 minutes till then. But I want to do a little prep work and stuff beforehand. So I'm definitely going to be done by 10:30, just an hour in the day. So I'll see if I can find one more trade or not. I think this thing wants to get down below 32 here. So going to do my opening allotment there at 32.13. So going for the break. Didn't get it. ROKU making a move. I'm going to get that alert in the chat room right now. So there we go. So there's the break. Stop now at, whoops, that's not what I want to do. Stop now at 32.01. So now it's a winning trade. Just have no idea how big of a winning trade this is going to be, because I have no idea how far down this thing is going to go. So let's move it up some more. So again, I don't know how big of a winning trade this is going to be because I have no idea how far down this thing's going to go. So I'll adjust my stop loss and out there. So $97.70. Very nice. That puts me at 619, 1023. So I got 7 minutes left. Let's see if I can find one more. Like I said, I want to be done within the by the hour. So got 7 minutes left. Well, full transparent on this one. Well, actually, I need to stop talking because there's still, let's go to 30.25, because this one is getting quite eventful to the downside. So in hindsight, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but hey, that's why I'm an extremely rich trader in my hindsight trading account. Well, actually, what am I looking at? Looking at the wrong number. That should be a 30.01. So we'll see if we can get another plunge to the downside here. But yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Plunge, and I just took myself out too soon. But hey, can't say I've ever proclaimed to be the perfect trader. Oh well. And then since you did see the trade, another example of how the chat room works right there. 31.75 was the key break. I clearly got in a little bit before then. But even if people had gotten in right around the 31.75 mark, I mean, you just saw, I mean, the thing flushed down to $30. So, and for any of you members out there that watch this, hopefully you managed that trade a bit better than I did. But regardless, congrats to members on that one. And then for those of you wondering, there we go, another real life example. Still have an order down there at 30.01. So I mean, let's see if we can get some stop losses to trigger there and then cause a quick flush down to that area. That's definitely going to be the key break right now, is at 30.60. So like I said, let's see if we can get that break, trigger some stop losses, trigger some panic, and I'll be down there waiting at 30.01. I'll keep an eye on it. I have an order at 31.55 here. It spiked up as high as 31.49, did not fill me. So let's go to 31.75 now at this point. So 31.75. How high did that one go? 31.70. All right, so now this one's starting to play games with me here. I'm going to be extra conservative here. Go to 31.95, although I'm wondering if it's even worth putting in the order. It's already starting to pull back. So now I'd be actually, so I lied. It is 10.35, but I'm not going to pass up a good setup if it's on. So right now, 30.60. Once again, very, very interesting level, especially since this bounce here has apparently failed once again. So watch for a little bit more confirmation, but it might get another setup. All right, Roku looks like it wants to get down below 162, especially if you were to pull up the 5-minute chart. So working its way down there. See if we can get the breakdown through 162. So just taking the win there because looking at the clock, it is 10:45 now. And like I said, I have that interview. So this may just be a case where the interview will either help me get a good exit or it's going to hold me up from maybe getting a bigger gain. But regardless, I got to respect people's time because, I mean, if they're volunteering to be on the podcast, it is what it is. So, yeah, I got to just move on. So there was another, let's see, $95. Like I said, could have been more, or maybe the podcast is going to bail me out in terms of getting, a maximized exit point. Right now, it went as low as 161.97, so looking like might be a maximize. But I got to keep on moving here. Real quick before I go, I talked quite a bit about the live trading community and how it all works. So the way you can join is just go to claytrader.com/team. And really the way you need to approach this is the question to ask yourself is, do you believe the service can make you more than $8.25 per week? That's the number. That's what that breaks down to, $99 over 3 months. Breaks down to $8.25. So if you believe the service can help you make more than $8.25 per week, then yeah, you'll get a great return on your investment. So that's the way to go about it. There is that live chat room, but then there's also, I send out my personal scans in the newsletter. So there's a weekly newsletter with my personal scans. So that way you have all sorts of setups that you can keep an eye on. So check that out if you're interested. But if nothing else, and you enjoy these videos and would like for me to keep making them, the quickest and easiest way to communicate that to me is to hit that like button, leave a comment below, and then check out the channel. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe because I don't know. I want you to first find value in the channel, and then hopefully you decide to subscribe. So all I'll say is at least check out the channel as a whole, and hopefully you ultimately decide to subscribe. But as far as this particular video and future live trade videos, if you do like these, then like I said, hit that like button and leave a comment down below. And hopefully you all decide to get in the room, start trading alongside other good quality traders. And again, you can go to claytrader.com team for that. So thanks again for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.